The date, March 4th, the time, 4 p.m. The call, a badly injured fisherman trapped on a disabled boat 14 miles off the coast of Jones Beach.
The winds were kicking us around so bad.
Police officer Anthony Daniels, the pilot of the NYPD's air and sea rescue helicopter.
The vessel was inoperable because they had tangled the line in the prop, so they couldn't move. They were just dead in the water.
Police officer David Salgado, the crew chief.
Current was ripping the boat in one direction. The waves were pushing in another direction.
Police officer Daniel Pastor, one of the scuba divers.
There were high winds. There were 8 to 10 foot seas.
Officer Pastor and his partner lowered onto the boat, rushing to the victim's aid.
We put him in the pep bag, which is the way we retrieved him from the vessel.
But things were not about to get easier quite yet. The two divers made the decision to stay behind.
We would board the Coast Guard vessel to get home.
The risk was there for them, but so was the risk to the victim's life if they didn't.
It was something that we hadn't done before, but ultimately we knew it was the right decision. The victim's life was our #1 priority.
Up in the helicopter, the two pilots and police officer Salgado were on their own.
It was going to be a little bit more challenging.
The seriousness of his injuries very clear.
With the helmet on, with the radios going, with the noise of the aircraft, we could still hear him screaming over all of that. That's how much pain he was in.
But they stayed focused.
I think we're all kind of nervous going into it.
Once we got him in the helicopter, the whole focus was let's get him to a hospital.
Luckily, the victim, who was initially in critical condition, pulled through and has since been released from the hospital, a relief to these officers.
To know that we were able to do this mission successfully and the outcome was so positive is just a great feeling.
At Floyd Bennett Field in Brooklyn, Katie Lusso, News 12.